galera, vamos aqui para o playlist da Ferrari Supercars, para ver o que tem aí. Espero que não tenha nenhuma música.
My name is Michele Pignatti Morano. I am the director of the Ferrari Museums.
Maqui. Eita, esse VHSzão aí.
Here we are, where there is the birthhouse of Enzo Ferrari.
O cara tem nome de mulher, Michele.
Each Ferrari is different. Each Ferrari was the best in the world in design, performance, technology, putting all the best in one single car.
Ferrari, Maqui. F50. Mais da F40 que F50. Carro assim.
Ferrari is a legend. It's just exceptionally full of
F80.
excellence.
Acho que eles só botam o nome assim, só ali, bota F, com F. Dizer que vem das F, só que não tem nada a ver com as F. Normalmente quando um carro tem o mesmo nome
This is Ferrari Supercars,
significa
a partnership with the Enzo Ferrari Museum of Modena.
Significa que tem a ver, né? Tipo, veio do outro, né? Enfim. E tem coisa espalhada pelas duas ilhas. Ei, uma coisa que eu percebi agora, isso aqui é o museu da Ferrari.
To the next objective.
Não é caramba, velho. Coisa normal, velho. Os caras fizeram o museu da Ferrari aqui no... Olha o carro aqui, ó. Caraca. Os caras fizeram o museu da Ferrari no jogo, velho. Faltou entrar só. Ah não, eu pensava que era... eu pensava que era... Aqui ó, a primeira corrida. Pensava que era... Tem qual nível? Deixa eu ver. Ah, tá nível 4. Pronto, deixa nível 4 mesmo. Caraca, eles fizeram o museu da Ferrari do jogo. Que massa, velho. Gostei, ó. Eu não esperava, não.
The first supercars that we can define is the GTO. GTO was very simple. If we just start from the name, it was Gran Turismo Omologato.
Omologato. Eu acho engraçado uma palavra italiana. Omologato, Maqui. Ai,
The definition of supercars is very simple. It's the top expression of that period in design, performance, technology, putting all the best in one single car of that period. People call it the 288 GTO, but that is not the correct definition. The definition for that car is the GTO. Punto.
A Ferrari, terminei de ver. Demorei pra entender, pra perceber qual que eu ia ler, se era em inglês ou em italiano. Só que italiano, inglês eu sei bem mais que italiano, né? Então, olha o gol, o treino do gato, caralho. Ei, sai daí. Olha o velocímetro mudado. Ah, tem de pilotagem. Esses carros atrapalhando vai ser difícil.
Supercar is a term that refers to milestones in motoring history. All supercars are limited series and the product of Enzo Ferrari's philosophy, aiming to make every new model the best car of its time. That means that every new addition to the lineage is the embodiment of leading-edge research that sets the standard for cars worldwide.
Até os checkpoints eles mudaram. A branco.
You'll drive all the Ferrari supercars on this adventure, but for now, just enjoy the collector's piece that is the Gran Turismo Omologato. Or like Mr. Vignati Morano said,
Engraçada a palavra, homologato.
GTO.
Homologato. Não sei por que a gente tá falando engraçado.
This car is, in essence, a special version of another iconic Ferrari, the 308 GTS. And, as intended, it is one of the fastest street-legal production cars of its time. Interesting fact from my archives. Three-time racing world champion Niki Lauda owned one of the few GTOs produced. A gift from Enzo Ferrari himself.
Chamava ele bem antes do Enzo existirem direito. Até nisso eles foram pioneiros em Enzo. Antes da moda do Enzo. Rapaz, o ser humano é complicado, né? O ser humano bota o nome do filho por modinha, velho. Como é que pode, né? Tá tendo um monte de Enzo aqui, todo mundo se chamando Enzo, bora chamar o meu de Enzo também.
Takes me back to the legacy tour Ferrari organized back in 2024. A GTO tribute tour set in the stunning surroundings of the Italian Dolomites. Organized exactly 40 years after Ferrari introduced the supercar at the 1984 Geneva Motor Show. But enough from me. Just listen to the car you're driving. She'll tell you her story herself.
Mas não é que é o velocímetro original do carro? Ah. Não é que é o velocímetro original do carro? Caraca. Caprichado esse vídeo.
Welcome to the world of Ferrari, my young friend. A world where legends live among us to tell their stories loud and clear.
Oh.
I was delighted with that introduction. You may now head towards the northern part of the bay to make the acquaintance of the next two supercars in our Ferrari lineup. You heard me right. The next event will feature not one, but two cars for you to drive. On one hand, the inspired and inspiring Ferrari F40. And on the other hand, nothing less than a road-legal Formula One, the Ferrari F50.
Cadê o cara? Devagar pra não perder aqui. Um farol. Tipo um farol. Ah, vou demorar pra me acostumar com esse. Já errava antes. Vou tentar popular esse jogo só porque eu tô perto. Vou tentar esse jogo bem perto. Agora, por que eu tô indo... Eu esqueci que tem viagem rápida, velho.
Mr. Pignati Murano will start with a few words,
Eu esqueci
then
que tem
I'll
viagem
take
rápida.
over.
Eu não sei porque que eu tô indo assim. Pior que eu tô usando carro emprestado, eu não tô usando os meus. Foda é isso, eu vou ter que... F50 ou F40? E agora? Até que a F40, a 50 tem a ver com a 40 assim. Pior que tem a ver sim. É até um pouco parecida. Essa daqui tem um lado novo mesmo, mais novo do que essa. Vou apertar aí, não sei.
The Ferrari F50, a bridge between road and racetrack.
The F50 is a car that is made to celebrate the 50 years of the company.
E o F40 foi feito pra pegar 40 anos? Entendeu? Será que foi mesmo? Não sei, né?
It's a car which is basically very much taking the technology of Formula One to the road. It's basically a Formula One with covered wheels. You look at the shape, you look at the front, you can really see the shape of the musetto of a Formula One, and the emotion of driving it is just
Parece Fórmula 1 não, desculpa aí, mas não parece não. Você não pode descrever paixão. Eu falei até isso, tá? Passou muito rápido. Essas frases do Endo tá passando muito rápido. Era pra você poder pular, né, em vez de passar rápido. Só cara esse botão de pular. Se você pular nada possível.
Let me tell you more about the Ferrari F50. Often thought of together, the F40 and F50 are yet very different cars, each one fascinating in its own individual way.
Infinito dele, ó. Como é que um carro consegue esse nível no começo, começa zerado para mim? Para ele não começa zerado, é só para mim, né?
It's true they bear some similar design elements and, of course, a naming convention. F for Ferrari and 50 for the prancing horse's 50th birthday, just like the F40 a decade earlier. But the similarities stop right there, because these two series are defiantly individual.
O cara lá, o museu lá, acabou de falar isso, tá explicando de novo.
The F50 is a mechanical symphonia. No turbocharged V8 here. The F50's core is a normally aspirated V12 that came straight from a Formula One. Then there's the bodywork. Composite materials, like the monocoque carbon fiber chassis shaped to aerodynamic perfection. Again, all coming from the racing world. An extreme machine. Bold, innovative, intimidating. But that sound, it was impressive back then, and it still is today. And the car's voice sounds even better from inside. I could ramble on about this car forever, but I'll let it speak for itself now. F50, a sports car that screams performance and racing spirit with every fiber of its being.
Leave no playlist unfinished, driver.
Se eu tinha um objetivo não sei de que, agora eu não achei mais. Enfim, bora lá pro próximo. Aqui.
When you ask people which is one of the most iconic cars that people remember, I think the Testarossa is definitely among these cars here.
Testarossa.
The technology that is inside, easily distinguishable from the side which has the fins. It is one of those cars that everybody remembers. Testarossa is very simple. Translated from Italian is testa, head, rossa, red. So the red head.
A testa é cabeça, pensava que testa era testa. Melhor não drive, não dirige. Entendi não. Tá passando muito rápido essas frases. Era pra pessoa poder ler e sair na hora que quisesse.
The Ferrari Testarossa was quite the celebrity in her time. Movies, TV shows, magazines, and even video games, the Testarossa was everywhere, appealing to kids and adults alike. With its angular design, minimalistic lines, and signature side air intakes, this car was a poster child for aerodynamics. Precise, the exact model Motorfest has put in your hands is the 1991 re-engineered version of the Testarossa, introduced as the 512 TR, featuring a redesigned interior and a refined exterior to improve its already spectacular lines. Looks like you're getting the perfect stretches of road between Maui and Oahu to take the whole measure of it.
carro ia virar aqui no início do vídeo. Tanto faz aqui, é mais ou menos a mesma coisa. Só que uma por baixo e outra por cima, né? Tem essa. É tudo aqui.
a breath of fresh air and nostalgia. You're here. It's time for you to get a real taste of Ferrari's racing DNA, the drive that gave birth to the supercar bloodline. And for this racing-themed experience, I went again through my archives to select not just one, but two vehicles for you to drive, one after the other. Two machines from two different eras, for two different racing experiences.
Scuderia Ferrari in our history is extremely important. Scuderia Ferrari was created in 1929, not far away from here. Enzo Ferrari himself was a driver. He started as a driver. So he created, and to stimulate the drivers, he was giving them and putting them in the best condition with the best car possible. Scuderia Ferrari was so successful. Enzo Ferrari has conquered the world from Maranello. This is an achievement which is unique and really makes the brand unique.
A corrida é a melhor mania. Para alguma coisa. Não dá pra ler, não dá tempo de ler.
The Scuderia is what started it all. To understand what fuels the creation of every Ferrari ever made, especially the supercars, the racetrack is an indispensable stop. Racing cars were Enzo Ferrari's passion and obsession. This is what led him to found the Scuderia in 1929, which has played a major role in racing history. And born from this racing division, Ferrari as a brand and factory of excellence was created a few years later. Racing is what led Ferrari to create cars, and eventually supercars. Without his racing spirit and passion, there would be no Ferraris as we know them. The Ferrari 365 GTB4 is the perfect vehicle for you to experience Ferrari racing as it felt back in the 70s, before switching for a car about 45 years its junior.
Carai, mudou de carro no meio do
For this
negócio.
second lap, you'll be driving the FXXK. This car is quite peculiar. Essentially a laboratory-enhanced version of La Ferrari, a supercar you'll get to meet later on. It didn't compete, per se, but this insanely powerful car was used for years as an R&D test car. allowing Ferrari to collect precious data to ultimately improve their next official racing cars, as well as the supercars. A Ferrari so extreme that it can never be driven on the road, nor qualify for any kind of official competition. But it's still a racing machine through and through. More than a car, the FXXK is an experiment for its makers and an experience for its drivers. This was a peek at Ferrari's glorious racetrack heritage, a heritage in which supercars are inextricably tied up.
Pera aí, galera, já me bate na campainha. Pronto, galera, bora voltar aqui.
Marvelous race driver. A moment I'll be thrilled to relate and store in my archives.
Ferrari, Enzo Ferrari. O que é Enzo Ferrari, né?
What was the next name? The name was Enzo. Enzo Ferrari, I mean, it's the top of the names. You couldn't do anything better than that. We look at it today, and you think it was presented in 2002, it is still a car which is modern, and it has more than 20 years, but it's still unique. It's still, everybody wants this car. There is no main evolution. It is all evolution. It's technological, it's design, it's the horsepowers we put in, everything, and that's what makes Ferrari super.
Eu sou o primeiro. Será que eles vão deixar esse velocímetro? Se eu pegar esse carro, vai ser aquele velocímetro aí? Eu acho que não.
The Ferrari Enzo, fourth in the supercar bloodline, was just like her sisters before her, born from a strong desire to push supercars even further. As the first Ferrari of the century, and with a Scuderia on top of the racing world, the Enzo was meant to strike hard and set new standards for Ferrari cars, or rather, for the whole sports car industry. With the will to design, once more, nothing less than a road-legal Formula One, faster on the track but more civilized on the road, Ferrari went all out. And my word, did they deliver.
X. Caraca!
The uncompromising
Caralho, onde é
design
que esse cara arrumou velocidade na curva, velho?
noticeable air intakes and an F1-inspired nose. gives this car her aggressive, decisive, and impressive looks, while the engine is nothing short of engineering mastery.
Rapaz, como é que
As you'd
acaba arrumando
expect.
outra curva, velho?
Add to
Eu
that
tava na
better
grama
handling,
também, né?
better carbon brakes, and electronics that make the car as reliable on an everyday drive as it is savage on the racetrack. The latest 21st century tech alongside the legendary Ferrari Fury. Nothing short of a new performance benchmark. Her name alone shows how confident Ferrari was about this car. Owning one of the 399 plus one Ferrari Enzos in existence is like owning a piece of car history. Or, dare I say, like owning a piece of art. Heritage, luxury, and exclusivity. This is Enzo Ferrari's legacy.
Ele falou legado ele falou legado, The Legacy, e o traduziu como isto. Olha lá, ó, tá vendo? Aqui não tá com a pintura do... Tá vendo? É isso que eu tô dizendo, ele devia estar com a pintura. A pintura não, com a...
After the beautiful
um
tribute
velocímetro
that was the
personalizado aqui
Ferrari
também,
Enzo,
no modo
the
livre.
world had to wait more than 10 years to encounter a new Ferrari supercar. But eventually, the next generation arrived, and once again, caught everybody off guard. I'm talking about a car named La Ferrari, the Ferrari in English, which is currently waiting for you north of Maui. I'll let you drive there. Then we'll talk some more.
La Ferrari.
La Ferrari is the first Ferrari we have with an hybrid engine.
La Ferrari.
If you come to our museum and you have the possibility of comparing and seeing the La Ferrari engine next to La Ferrari car, you won't believe that that engine is in that car. In that period, we were taking a lot of technology also from Formula One. And that's what the Ferrari is. La Ferrari is the first car, the first hybrid car, because we were taking the Formula One experience and transforming it and taking it to the road.
O futuro sempre está nas mãos de quem escolhe. Não dá tempo de ler. Eu ainda ler traduzindo é pior ainda. Esse velocímetro tá no jogo normal, velho. Velocímetro bonito, velho.
There it is. It's 2013, and a new supercar emerges from the Maranello factory.
Só licenciar o velocímetro
In an era of astonishingly intense competition, Ferrari still treated their rivals to a true tour de force. A car that reshuffled the cards yet again. The strongest naturally aspirated Ferrari V12 to date, marking Ferrari's first steps into hybrid technology. For the first time in the company's history, petrol and electric, working together full-time to deliver unprecedented levels of performance. And on top of all that, LaFerrari sports an F1 kinetic energy recovery system that constantly recaptures waste energy, stores it, and converts it into bursts of power when needed.
Essa linha tá toda errada, tipo, você for seguir essa linha aqui, arrisca desse lado. E era pra você ficar aqui do lado de fora, mas não, aqui o melhor aqui é vir por dentro aqui, ó. Pra você fazer a curva lá, tem curta a pista, entendeu?
With LaFerrari, some lucky people got to witness technology peak improvements at both ends of the spectrum. Higher performance, lower consumption. Glorious achievement.
A linha tá lá na ponta ali, mas não é pra ela tá na ponta. Ela tava no meio da pista aqui, sei lá. Aí ela pede pra você fazer a curva fechada da... Não tem nada a ver, tá vendo? Se tivesse uma curvona pro outro lado, aí beleza, não sei pro canto lá, né? Pra quê?
Civilized, but also the fastest and most exhilarating road car ever made by the prancing horse, LaFerrari.
LaFerrari. Então eu acho engraçado. Cadê? Ah, é pra cá. Tô seguindo a cor vermelha e não era a cor vermelha pra seguir. F80. É 80 anos de Ferrari, F80?
What makes Ferrari so unique? It is mainly the people. The people make the difference. And as Enzo Ferrari used to say, factories are made of wall, machinery, and people. Ferrari is made of people mainly. The people and the sense of belonging to Ferrari is something I think that is difficult to find in other companies, in other places. Our brand is the only brand that has such a strong passion. Thanks to the passion that is in the brand, the technology, the effort that the people put behind this brand and behind building a new car, the next one is the best.
De fabricação feita por pessoas. Só vi isso. Não dá tempo de ler, velho. É, foi aqui. Não lembra nada do velho.
Ferrari is a legendary sports car brand, born from the passion of a man. A passion for driving and racing, a passion for speed and competition, and the will to build cars, each one better than the last. Throughout the decades, this racing DNA never faded away. It informs every single decision made by the prancing horse. It fuels the relentless drive to explore car technology, to push it beyond and make it evolve, to design the most incredible cars in the world. Jewels of the road, champions of the racetrack. Ferrari. It is cars that have become pop culture icons. Cars that share a special bond with millions of people. Whether you own a Ferrari or not, the name Ferrari rings like no other. It impacts and fascinates children and grown-ups alike. It is part of a collective consciousness. Ferrari cars are a vector for dreams. They're modern legends, both real and mythical in a way. They're an idea of what a sports car is, in both fiction and reality. Ferrari is, and this is putting it mildly, the epitome of luxury cars. With design that combines rage and glamour, each Ferrari is a piece of art. And from the higher end of the splendor spectrum, each drive is a statement. Essence of the racing spirit, pop culture phenomenon, state-of-the-art ambassador. The combination of all these attributes made Ferrari a car brand that reached millions of people and brought them together. People that have, over the decades, formed a community like no other. Devout, passionate, dedicated. Because once again, no need to own a Ferrari to be part of the Ferrari world. Through almost 80 years, Ferrari has shaped car history. And as I speak, it is shaping its future. A new chapter of the Ferrari Supercars story is being written. Its title, F80.
Ah, eu sei que o final é esse. Eu lasquei duas vezes no vídeo aqui.
It's a challenge to keep the legacy of the Ferrari brand alive. thanks to the passion that is in the brand, the technology, the effort that the people put behind this brand and behind building a new car, the next one is the best. I hope you enjoyed driving our cars. They are unique, but why not come to our museum and see the real thing? Come and live the dream and come to the Ferrari museums. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci, Maqui. Sempre tem um Maqui.
This was our exclusive Ferrari experience. Now, time to get your reward.
Lá em cima. Acho que é todo um complexo que eles fizeram aqui, velho. É aquele carro lá, o último carro, a recompensa. E aí a merda do negócio muda, né? Ah não, é aquele carro antigo, né? Ah, pensava que era o GTO, pensava que era aquele que é de corrida mais ruim que só. É o GTO. Foi o primeiro carro, eu acho, que eu corri aqui da foi assim. Bem no começo. Olha, o velocímetro vai ser normal, quer ver?
A new playlist just opened up. Let's give the new playlist a...
O velocímetro não muda. Foda, não deixa o velocímetro normal, é uma desgraça.
Spin.
Bom, então é isso, galera. Vamos encerrar o vídeo por aqui. Valeu.